Hey everybody, for your special delight, today is International Pilates Day, and I am here. I'm Elaine and Kelly, for those of you who don't know. I'm here with Kelly over in Altadena.
Yep,
North of Pasadena, California. So both coasts coming together today to unite and bring you a special Pilates Day workout. So we're excited about this. Kelly and I worked together in the past and have known each other for 6 years now. And we thought it'd be fun to get together and for you students to get together and work out with us today. So the way today's workout's going to go is we thought it'd be kind of fun to teach some of the more advanced exercises that we don't often get to teach because they're hard. But we thought we'd break them down a little bit for each other so you can see modifications of how to do these more advanced exercises and then progress as needed. Now, we're not in your house, right? And you know your body better than we do. So number one rule is to listen to yourself before you listen to us. Now, that doesn't mean if your body tells you to leave and grab the Doritos that you do that. But if you feel like, you know, something doesn't feel right, this exercise just seems like it might not be great for my back, that's a feeling to listen to. And you break. And this is recorded, so you can watch it again and again as you progress. So number one teacher in the house is you. And then if you feel like progressing to the advanced exercises, feel free to join. Now, we're not doing all of the advanced exercises. We're actually going to start off with a beginner intermediate progression. And the very beginning of the workout will be about 5 to 10 minutes. We're not quite sure yet, but of principle building or getting the basics in your body so that you can connect it and actually execute the advanced exercises with good form. The advanced exercises you could probably fling your body through and get through them, but you wouldn't get any benefit. So the first part of this workout is designed to get you to find what you need in your body to perform the exercises well. And we'll alternate. I'll be teaching Kelly for some, she'll be teaching me for others, and we're hoping to try and flow as the best we can for you to have a good workout at home. What you will need for this workout is 1, listen to your body, right? Number 1 rule. And then 2, a towel, a dish towel is fine. If you have an extreme lumbar curve, excessive curve in your low back, you might want to get a slightly thicker towel. But you'll just need this to help support your low back. And everyone, not just beginners, grab a towel today. It will help you maintain stability in that low back, which is what you need for building back strength. The other thing you need today is a chair. So again, this is a recorded video, so pause it, grab a chair, place it at the end of your mat so it's not in your way for most of the class, and grab yourself a towel, which we'll be placing under our, what's called your lumbar curve, lordotic lumbar curve there. And that's going to help you feel the floor during some of these more advanced rolling exercises. And Kelly, is that it? Did I forget anything?
I don't think you forgot anything.
Okay, good. It's nice to have a friend because she helps me sometimes.
Yeah, this is the greatest.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's fun working. Yeah, we have fun working together and we're excited to teach you. And yeah, again, Kelly's in like near LA and I'm in the mountains of North Carolina. So
it's early here. I'm doing advanced work early in the morning.
She's doing advanced work at like 7 something in the morning. So give Kelly extra props for that. So, all right, so let's get started. So Kelly and everyone at home, you're gonna set yourself up for what's called cat and cow on your hands and knees. And I'll bring my camera up a tad. So hands will go directly underneath your shoulders and your knees will go directly underneath your hips. You're just gonna breathe all your air out as you drop your head and round your spine up towards the ceiling. Like you're hollowing out your abs, right? Good. And then as you inhale, reverse that, lifting your chin, lifting your chest. Extra credit if you plug those shoulder blades down your back gently. Yeah, it just lengthens the neck, right? And then exhale, drop the head, scoop your abs and around. It's like your tailbone and your nose want to kiss. And then reverse, good. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest, opening up the collarbones as those shoulder blades glide to your back pockets. And one more time, big exhale, drop the head. Tailbone and nose want to kiss. And then as you inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest, and plug your shoulder blades. Now I want you all to hang out here for a minute and try to breathe out while you're here. So you're lifting your heart, you're pressing your heart away from the floor as you breathe out. And then reverse, drop the head and inhale, like you're inflating a balloon on the inside of your rib cage, right? Just floating up. And then as you exhale, lift your chin, lift your chest. The tailbone and the top of the head now want to kiss the ceiling. Good. And then a big inhale as you drop your head. Creating space with your breath, right? You're inhaling, inspiring the lowest pair of ribs to float. And then reverse, exhale. Lift the chin, lift the chest, and draw those shoulder blades to your back pockets. Beautiful. One more time. Go ahead and drop the head. Big inhalation all the way down to your pelvis. And then reverse. Lift your chin, lift your chest. Beautiful. Breathing all your air out. Squeeze it out even though you're arching your back, right? And then go ahead and release. And everyone go ahead and lie on your backs, on your mat. It's funny teaching online, Kelly. I realize how much I teach with my hands.
Yeah. I jump into it and start moving to figure out what else might make sense, what other cue would help. So,
yeah, oh yeah, exactly. All right, everyone, bring your arms down by your side. Your feet are hip socket distance apart or so. Yeah. Pelvic tilts we're going to start with, right? So your pelvis moves, and you're going to start with what we call a tuck. So you tuck the tailbone under and flatten your low back to the mat. And then reverse, lengthen your tailbone away. Yeah, you can just look straight to the ceiling. Now, as we tuck, I want you to get the image of a clock. So as you tuck your pelvis, and I'll use my hand as the clock, you tuck your pelvis into what we call 12 o'clock. I guess I'll go sideways, right? You're tucking into 12 o'clock. And then as you lengthen your tailbone down and away from you, your back might arch a little more than you're used to. That's you reaching towards 6 o'clock on the face of our clock, yeah? Go ahead and tuck. You can connect your breath to this if you'd like. Breathing out as you tuck sort of usually feels the most natural, right? So if you've got this face of the clock, you just tucked your pelvis into 12. And then reverse, lengthen your tailbone away from you. And you'll feel how your whole spine moves because your pelvis is moving. Guess what? They're connected. Tuck your pelvis under. Your pelvis, including your sacrum, is connected to the base of your spine. So if your pelvis is moving, the rest of your spine is affected. And then reverse, lengthen your tailbone away. Hence us wanting to create a stable pelvis and low back when you do these exercises. One more time, Kelly, go ahead and tuck. And the same goes for all of you at home, tucking. If you are just watching and deciding not to work out, you can watch Kelly perform this beautifully. But watch as she tilts her tailbone away. Watch how the rest of her spine changes, right? It sort of affects her neck. Isn't that amazing? I'm amazed by it. And then come back to center and imagine traction between 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So there's this Goldilocks moment where you're not tucking, you're not tilting, you're just right. Just both points are tractioning. And then start to shift the weight behind your right hip slightly. We're going to call this, I guess it would be 9 o'clock, depending on the face of your clock, right? 12 o'clock, we tilt into 9 o'clock, and then shift your weight over into your left hip, and that's going to be our 3 o'clock, okay? And then shift the body weight over to the right. Now your legs are going to want to move like crazy. That's fine, but let the legs not lead the way. Let the pelvis lead the way. Shift over into the back of your left hip gently, and your legs will gently follow, okay? One more each way. Shift over into the back of your right hip, all the while relaxing the jaw, relaxing the shoulders, no tension. The spine follows the movement, just like the legs. And then shift over into the back of 3 o'clock, the back of your left hip. And then just like we tractioned 12 and 6 o'clock, traction 3 o'clock down to the floor as well as 9 o'clock to the floor. So they're pulling at the same rate, or there's this anchoring where nothing's moving. And then at that point, traction 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock. So all 4 points of this clock are anchored, right? And then go ahead and release that completely, okay? And Kelly, I think I'll leave it there because that kind of sets the stage for stability for head floats and knee floats.
Yep.
All right.
Tag team.
Tag team.
You.
Back again.
So let's actually start with head floats. So now that you've tractioned your 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock and your 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock, stabilize your pelvis. Don't let it go along for the ride as you slide your legs straight down onto the mat.
Oh my gosh, that's already hard.
So legs squeeze together. You got inner thigh to groin to abdominals all working like a chain of command.
Wow.
Memorize your lumbar curve, that little, you found your neutral spine. Oh, right. So towel.
Sorry.
So you can use the towel to fill in that curve so you're not tempted to tuck and press your low back flat on the mat. You've got the towel supporting your lumbar curve. So maintain your low back curve and your neck curve. Even think of tractioning your neck. So the top of your head's reaching to the wall behind you or the deck behind you, and your feet are reaching the opposite direction. And then float your head and shoulder blades just off the mat.
It's so hard.
Excellent long neck, right? So you're not see how Elaine's not dropping her chin to her chest? She didn't change her neck curve at all. So then add a little more challenge. Bring your right arm back by your ear. Feel how the left side of your abdomen tightens. That's your obliques on the left side. Switch arms, kind of like climbing a ladder. Right. So now you chase to the right obliques. Leave that left arm back and bring your right arm back to join it. So now both sides are working together. Good. And then press your arms down by your sides, head and shoulder blades down, relax. And so if partway through, we're going to keep adding, staying up there longer, more arm switches. So if partway through you feel strain in your neck, stop, stack one hand on top of the other, and place your hands behind the most curved part of your head, training wheels, to give your neck support. So 2 more. Long spine, tight abs. Inhale to prepare. On your exhale, navel deep to your spine, float your head and shoulder blades up. And then right arm back by your ear. Good. Switching arms, left arm back. Navel keeps pulling in and up. 1 more switch each way, right arm back. Don't forget to put training wheels on if you need for your neck, left arm back. Great long neck. And then both arms back. And arms pressed down by your sides as you lower your head and shoulder blades, rest.
And that's the workout.
See ya. One last one. Legs squeeze together. Long spine, tight abs. Float your head and shoulder blades up while maintaining lumbar and neck curves. See how it looks like Elaine's almost got an invisible whiplash collar on? There was no change in her head, neck, shoulder alignment. Bring one arm back and switch. See how the hole in her ear lines up with the top of her shoulder, the knob on the top of her shoulder, switch. That's your ideal alignment, a plumb line through there, and switch. Good, once more each way, navel's pulling in and up, and switch. And both arms back. Good, and rest, arms down, head and shoulders down, rest. So we'll give upper body not a full break, you still need to be lengthening, but we're gonna switch to stabilizing lower body while moving legs around. So knees bent, feet flat. So again, you've got your pelvic clock, you learned how to stabilize it, right? 12 and 6 are pulling away from each other, 3 and 9 are pulling away from each other. No rocking around in your pelvis. Float your right thigh bone towards your torso. Bottom of your leg just dangles heavy, so there's no quad work. So see if you can drop that heel down towards your butt. Yep. And lower down. Same side. Inhale to prepare.
Did you say same side?
Same side, yep. Navel in. Knee floats up, bottom of the leg just dangles heavy, right? So the quads aren't helping, but we're getting down to the psoas. And lower down. And one more on that side, long spine, tight abs, easy knee floats up to the sky, ceiling, and lower down. Other side, long spine, inhale to prepare. Exhale, navel draws in and up, good ab scoop as your thigh bone floats, good quad release. Yeah. And then leg low.
Knee release, that's good. That's hard.
Yeah, it's amazing. When we first were learning it with Rebecca, I had to practice and practice using, like, just pulling my pants up, using my pants to pull my leg up. And again, navel in, knee floats up, everything else is stabilized. Back, good quad release. and lower down. Notice how Elaine's pelvis didn't go along for the ride. She didn't rock to 6 o'clock as she lowered her leg down. It's easier said than done. Last time, navel in, knee float up, and lower down. Right, so now you mobilized your spine in the warm-up. You've gotten your pelvis and spine stabilized in these head floats and knee floats. You're set up to start progressing.
All right. Time for your 100. So if you have your towel and you'd like, go ahead and place it under your low back. And you'll see how these fundamentals seep into the work, right? So Kelly, go ahead and lengthen your spine as you cued to me. You can start with the knees bent, that's fine, everybody, okay? But anchor all 4 points of that pelvis. And then this time we'll use an inhale to float, just to change it up, right? So inhale, like you're inflating your rib cage, head and shoulders float up off the floor. Good. Just to make sure we're in our core, go ahead and float the right arm back just by the ear. One. Holding there. If you can hold it, go ahead and float the left arm back there as well, just because this is payback. No. Now on your next exhale, float your right knee into tabletop as Kelly cued. Keep the foot just hanging to start, just so you're really in your core. That's such a good cue. And then float the left knee up. So it's not even tabletop really. I shouldn't say that. You're just floating and pulling from your core. Now as you exhale, press the arms down by your side and float the shins parallel to the floor. And now start to pump those arms vigorously for your 100. Take a big inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling into the back. And exhale. Now you'll see Kelly shot the legs out. That is such a good option once you're warmed up. So take that if you're ready for that today. If that feels like too much, bring the knees back into tabletop, right? Yep. And then if you're feeling stellar, you can press the legs out and lower the legs towards the floor even more. It depends on how stellar you're feeling, but stellar is necessary, okay? So you're pumping vigorously. It's like this, I need to get some fresh air in my body today. And the arms are pumping to create that effect of a pump. Inhaling for 5 and exhale. Beautiful. Anchor the ribs. Think of the ribs sort of shrink wrapping towards the floor so the weight of your legs doesn't pivot you off the floor, right? The pelvis is anchored, and at the top point of your towel, you're anchored. Just 2 more rounds. Inhaling into the back and exhale. 1 more, and you always have the option to support the head if you need with training wheels. Exhale all the air out, 2, exhale 1, and with control, lower your legs to the floor, lower your head and shoulders, and release. If you have the chair set up, please go under the chair for this. Now we go into roll-ups here. We're gonna start with Frankenstein sit-ups. Reach those arms to the ceiling. And I call it Frankenstein because it's like you're stiff. You're lifting up out of the grave. You're very anchored in your pelvis and lifted through your spine. So we use our breath to start. Inhale to float the head and shoulders up towards the ceiling. Now, anchor or shrink wrap the legs towards each other. As you exhale, press your arms to the floor and place your forearms on the floor. And then push up just to the forearms. Now right there, press through the heels gently and open your heart. Look at that line. Yes, lengthening through the top of your head, Kelly. And then as you exhale, press through your hands to help you sit up. Pelvis hinging on the leg bones. Now reach towards your chair. Keep the fingers higher than the chair. And as you exhale, drop your head and stretch forward. You hook the ribs back. You are rounding the upper part of your spine, but the lower part of your spine is just lifting. Inhale to stack the spine back up. Start to hinge back. Frankenstein's going back to sleep. And then as you reach your heels, you breathe out and lengthen your spine to the towel and then to the floor, plugging the shoulders to help you lift. Inhale to lift the upper body. And this time, plug the shoulders as you exhale, lifting out of the low back. You can place the hands on the floor if you need. But we start to use them a little less. Yep. And then you lift a little more from the core, a little less from the arms. Stretch towards your chair as you breathe out. Lifting. Now from basement level of the sacrum, lift into the first floor, just an inch. Then the rest of the spine stacks on top of that. Yeah, stacking up. Start to hinge back. Yeah, we'll start with the basement level, hinging back. Now plug your shoulders as you stay lifted through your spine, going back with control for 3, for 2, all the way down for 1. Good. One more time with the hands helping. Inhale to lift. Good. Now right there, hold. Press the backs of your thighs gently towards the floor. All of you. Good. Now press your hands to the floor. Now they're there, but see if you have to use them. Lift your spine, lifting out of your low back. Reach your arms to the chair. And then take a big exhale as you hollow out your abdominals. Hands can either press gently into the chair or just hover. Now stay in that lifted C curve. Try to lift from your basement level, everyone. So out of your sacrum to L5. Just lift a little bit out of there. Deepen the abs and then lift and stack your entire spine up. Start to hinge back with an inhale. This time float the arms to the ceiling a little higher and go back for 3. I just realized the more difficult I make it for Kelly, the more difficult she'll make it for the rest of us. So I'm trying to be nice to y'all. But now let's try 2 without arms if that's an option for you. Inhale to lift. And exhale, coming up. If you feel your legs lift, just use the floor. Stretch forward otherwise. Breathe all your air out like you're squeezing every last drop out. Then your inhalation fills up your spine. Inhale to lift, lift, lift all the way up. See if you have any breath left as you hinge back. And if there's no space left for air, go back to the mat for 3. For 2, reaching through the heels to create length. And we'll do just 1 more. Inhale to lift the upper body. And then as you exhale, coming all the way up, breathing all of your air out. Now you're rounding your upper part, but stay lifted in your lower part of the spine. Inhale to stack your spine up, crown of the head to the top of your TV screen, Kelly. Good. And then hinge back. And this last time, float the arms to the ceiling, everyone. And if you think I'm crazy, put your hands on the floor. But, you know, give it a go. Reach 2, all the way down 1, and release. Lower your arms by your side, and take a moment to press your head back into the mat, lengthening the front of your throat, right? Gently hug the legs together as you traction the crown of your head, sort of to the back edge of the screen. Now we go into leg circles. So Kelly, if you feel like you're gonna run into your chair, you can scoot back, and the same goes for you at home, okay? And otherwise from there, we're gonna do the knee float Kelly taught us, right? So keep the leg lax. As you exhale, just float the right knee up. Here you go. So the foot's just hanging, dead weight, okay? Now from there, the arms get close to the body and press the arms down into the floor to widen the collarbones. So there's just like prestige in your spine. Now that kneecap is gonna draw the circle across the body. So to the left and down, and then out to the right, use your exhale to pull back to center. And across and down. So you're pulling up from deep within your core. And as you circle the leg, anchor your pelvic clock. It will want to travel with the leg. The pelvis is madly in love with the thigh. You need to break that off fast, right? Healthy relationship is pelvis to spine. 1 more circle. Totally inappropriate to be with the leg. Okay, now reverse. Let's bring the leg out to the right. So you're going out and down, around. Exhale as you come across to the left. And inhale to the right and down. Big exhale and pull center and across. So you're using your breath, right, to facilitate this movement as well. Exhale and pull center. All the while gently lengthening the crown of the head, fingertips reaching to your left heel. Nice, Kelly. Pull center and lower down all the way. Okay. So just getting deep in the core, because you're going to have advanced work in a moment where the legs are straight and crazy. So right now, really find your center. As you exhale, float the left knee up, left foot hanging, dead weight. And from the beginning, before you move the leg, everyone, press gently with the right heel down into the floor. Anchor all 4 points, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 and 9, tractioning against each other. Crown of the head lengthening, hands pressing to the floor. We inhale to start our circle, across to the right and down. Big exhale and pull center. And across and down. You know, if the pelvis moves, the rest of the spine is affected, right? So staying in your center while the leg tries to draw you into chaos. Pull center. 1 more. And then Kelly, release the throat and let the collarbones widen. Yes. And then change direction. Go out to the left and down. Big exhale and pull center and out. Gently press the thumbs down into the mat. Using your breath, big inhale. You know, the size of the circle is up to how stable you are, right? 1 more. The bigger the circle, if you're not stable, you're just drawn into chaos. Who needs that right now? Lower that leg all the way down and tag team Miss Kelly Etter.
Okay, single leg stretch. So, yep. Have your towel under your low back if you'd like. Lengthen your spine, top of your head reaching to one wall, sit bones reaching to the opposite wall. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you were good with knees bent, feet flat.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sit bone, knee and ankle lined up, long spine. And then those knee floats again. So abs stabilize your pelvis, float one knee up. Great quad release. Super stable pelvis, bring your other knee up. Inhale there. Exhale, navel in, float your head and shoulder blades up, maintaining that head, neck, shoulder alignment. Yeah, there you go. So left leg push out like you're gonna push your chair away. Yeah, I have to go under it. And then right hand reach to your right ankle. Left hand on that bent knee. And inhale for 2 pulls, exhale. So inhale there, keep inhaling as you switch legs. Left hand to left ankle, and then exhale, right hand to right ankle. Keep exhaling, left hand to left ankle. Good. One more in slow-mo, one more set. Inhale, switch, inhale, and exhale, switch, exhale.
Oh, I
Good.
was doing that wrong, sorry.
That's all right. Just breathe. That's the key. Don't hold your breath. So switching, inhale for 2, and exhale for 2. Exactly. Once you've established your pelvis isn't rocking, running away with the bent knee, tucking to 12, running away with the straight leg, arching to 6, you can pick up the pace a little bit to give your neck a break. And now I'm remembering one of the questions I had for you before we started. Oh well. 1 per set, inhaling for 2 and exhaling for 2. Good. And then both legs in, exactly, lower down.
Thank you, sorry, yeah.
No worries, that's where I was headed. Initially, I was wondering if we wanted to like go straight in, and then I was realizing, yeah, no, neck needs a break. I'm getting warm. I'm gonna take the jacket off. Okay, so single leg stretch, we still have the advantage of one leg pulled in, one leg extended out. The opposition, our pelvis tends to want to run away with the bent knee and tuck to 12 o'clock, or with the straight leg and arch to 6 o'clock. With one each place, it helps you counterbalance. Now, double leg stretch, both legs are pressing out at the same time. So you've got double the weight, double the force tugging on your pelvis. So you super duper have to stabilize your pelvis. So lengthen your spine, head and tail pull away from each other. Panini press, your belly and your back magnetize to each other. Shrink wrap your rib cage so it doesn't flare or pop up off the mat. And then float one knee up and the other. And maintain your low back curve and neck curve. Float your head and shoulder blades up. So now both hands on your knees, one hand on each knee. Inhale there. On your exhale, sink your spine as you bring your arms back by your ears and extend your legs out. And inhale, arms circle around to hug your knees in. And exhale, navel in, arms and legs extend. And circle around and hug. Yes, keep lengthening your head away from your tail, reach. Nice, around and hug. And yeah, mix it up, change the breath. Inhale as you reach. Exhale around and hug. Good. Inhale as you reach, super stable pelvis, navel scooped in and up along your spine, and hug. One last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale around and hug. And rest your neck, head and shoulders down. Lower leg at a time if you'd like. So last one is scissors. Last one for my part of the tag team. Yeah. So again, you get the benefit of one leg up, one leg down. It helps you stabilize your spine because you got the oppositional forces, but you also have to really engage your abs to hold your pelvis steady. If you start to feel strain in your neck, remember, stack one hand on top of the other, place your hands behind your head to hold your head up. Our head's like a big old bowling ball on the end of a little stick, so our neck can get tired.
Totally.
Okay, so long spine, tight abs, float one knee up. Super stable pelvis. Float your other knee up. Maintain low back and neck curves. Float your head and shoulder blades up. Now see how Elaine didn't use her hands to pull her head up and then drop her chin to her chest. They just were there to support. You can keep your hands here or take your hands to your legs. Extend your toes up to the sky. And then hug one leg towards you, right leg towards you, left leg lower. Good. And switch. Check that you're holding either at your thigh or your calf, but not directly behind your knee. Believe it or not, we can put too much pressure behind our knee and hurt ourselves. Inhale, keep inhaling as you switch. And then exhale, keep exhaling. Good. And inhale, keep inhaling. Exhale, keep exhaling. Long front of the neck as well as back of the neck. Nice. And exhale. Keep exhaling. One last set. Inhale or two. And exhale or two. Good. Knees in, head and shoulders down, rest.
I'm starting to realize I like teaching more than doing, everybody. Oh, how fun. All right, so 3 out of the 5 ab series. All righty, so we're going to go into lower lift next. Now, we're going to use your chair as sort of a divider for more advanced options versus supported options. So what I'll have you do, Kelly, is if you can just place your feet on the chair, where your knees are bent, I should say, yeah? And as long,
like arch of my foot on the edge or heel up onto the seat?
Honestly, wherever you have enough room, how should I phrase this? To easily shift your feet under or over. You'll see, because we're going to work in a beginner stage. So everyone at home, if you want to work in the beginner stage, we start with our feet on top of the chair. So I'm going to start everybody there. So at home, go ahead and place your feet on your chair as well. And then stabilize that pelvis. Anchor your points. Good. Inhale to lift the upper body. And with this, we're all going to stack our hands behind our head. Biggest part of your skull. Palms of the hands there, and gently lift your chin up just to press your head back into your hands. That tractions the top of your spine, right? Now from there, just float the right knee up so the foot lifts up off the chair. And then do the same with the left. Good. Now do a Pilates V in the feet as well as the knees. So you'll look kind of like a frog. Good. You'll inhale to lower your feet towards the top of the chair. And then exhale, pull the thighs back up, anchoring the pelvis. So we're using the chair to limit your range. So you inhale to lower just to the chair, seeing if the pelvis moves anywhere. And then exhale, pull up. Now Kelly's looking pretty strong. You're all looking pretty strong at home, I'm assuming, okay? Try this, lower your feet just to the chair, and then slide your feet just under the chair, kind of pushing into the top. Where's your pelvis? If you can stay stable, you're now gonna lower to the floor. Feet will lower, if you can, and then pull up to the chair. Right away, you'll know which range you need to work in, okay? This is more advanced at the bottom here. You lower your legs. Can your pelvis stay stable? If it can't, go back to the top. Pull up and lift. And as you lower the legs, use your breath. You can exhale to lower, kind of help stabilize the spine. Then inhale to float the legs back up. And Kelly, kudos for doing the hard version. One more time, lower the legs.
Yeah, this is kick butt.
Okay, you heard it here, folks. This will kick your butt. And then gently with grace, lower your feet to the floor and breathe for a moment. Yeah, it's crazy hard down there in the bottom half of that. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now go ahead and place your feet back up on the chair for our crisscross. Same options here. We're going to start here. Reach those. Let's start with our arms reaching to the ceiling here. Stabilize the pelvis and then inhale to float the upper body just up. Tractioning, and go ahead and stack those hands behind the head. Gently opening the front of the throat. And as you exhale, just twist to the right, keeping both feet on your chair. Twist. Now notice that 3 o'clock, your left hip, make sure it stays stable. Inhale, come center. And then as you exhale, you twist to the left, paying particular attention to your right hip now. Make sure that doesn't go anywhere. Inhale, come center. We do all this movement, but the lower back doesn't change. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come center. And then as you exhale, twist to the left. all 4 points of the pelvis anchored. Now, Kelly, stay right there. You look awesome. Open your collarbones and your heart a little more. Good. Now extend the right leg, hovering just above the chair. And then as you exhale, twist to the right, extend your left leg just above the chair. And your right knee comes in. Yeah. Here you go. Inhale through the center, twist to the left. Exhale, squeeze all your air out. Inhale, come center, twist to the right, and breathe out. Inhale through the center, twist to the left, and breathe out. That towel helps you honor your low back. Inhale, come center. Now a little extra credit if you'd like. Your feet can go under the chair, right? Inhale, come center. Twist to the left. Big exhale, squeezing the air out. Inhale, come center. Exhale, twist to the right. Breathe out. Now you can add a little more flow. We twist to the left, and we twist to the right, and we twist to the left, and twist to the right. Now your breathing is up to you. As long as you're breathing, I'm a happy teacher. And twist. Good. Last two. And twist. One more each way. And twist. And lower everything down and release. Glorious. Tag team.
Getting ready for bathing suit weather.
Right.
Man, it's awesome with the chair. I like that. Oof.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've done a lot of work on the front of our body. Now we're going to do some work on the back of our body. So exactly, Elaine's already got herself a model student here.
Napping. If that pose is possible.
So go ahead and play with, here I am getting into it, but shoulder, elbow, wrist in one line. Yep, exactly. Go ahead and let your ribs hang off your collarbones. Your rib cage kind of drops to the mat. Yeah, exactly. Now push your forearms down into the deck. Push the deck down away from you. See what happens with your body. See what happens with Elaine's body. How beautifully that her rib cage lifts, her shoulder blades, her shoulders slide down away from her ears. So one more time, go ahead and do that kind of slouch or shrug. Feel that feeling. Memorize what that feeling is like, because I don't want you to feel it again. Right? And then elbows, forearms, push the floor down away from you. So your breastbone's lifted, your belly button's lifted. You can hear your anchor your clock as well. Both hip bones are pressing evenly down into your mat. Then we're going to challenge your body's ability to keep that stable pelvis, stable spine by moving your legs around. So right knee bends 2 times, like you're going to kick your buttocks. Kick, kick, stretch, and then left leg, kick, kick, stretch. Exactly. Long spine, navel lifted, kick, kick, stretch, and kick, kick, stretch, lengthening through your spine, kick, kick. Yeah, nice extra lift there. Stretch and kick. And like Elaine said, we really just want you breathing. No turning blue on our watch, but you can do we can add breathing cues where you inhale on the 2 kicks, exhale as you lengthen, inhale on the 2 kicks, exhale as you lengthen. Once more each way, kick, kick, reach that leg long, and kick, kick, reach long. Good. So that's single leg kicks, 1 leg at a time. Double leg kicks, you're going to be kicking both legs at the same time. So you can keep your towel under your navel to help remind you to lift it, or you can take it away if you want to have to work a little harder on your own. Fingertips interlace, hands on your back, and then bring your hands as close to your head as your shoulders will allow. Good. Legs are glued together. Right. So now instead of 2 knee bends, we have 3 knee bends. And kick. 2, 3. Legs press down, navel lifts, hands reach to your feet so much that it straightens your arms, it pulls your chest off the mat. And then other ear down, elbows bend, and again, inhale, kick. 2, 3. Exhale, press your legs down, lift your navel, lift your spine. Other ear down, and inhale, kick. 2, 3. Exhale, lift your navel, lift your spine. So toes are reaching one direction, top of your head's reaching the opposite direction. Other ear down. And kick. 2, 3. Legs press down. Navel lifts, spine lifts. Other ear down. And kick. 2, 3, lift. Other ear down. So pubic bone stays pressing down in the mat. If you have tight hip flexors, sometimes these knee bends are hip bones or pubic bone pop up off the mat. Good. Once more each way. And kick. 2, 3. Legs press down, navel lift, shoulder blades slide down your back. And other ear down and kick. 2, 3. Legs press down, navel up, spine up, lengthen, 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 and lower down, rest. And go ahead and push back to rest position, sitting on your heels. Inhale wide across your low back, let your shoulder blades slide apart. Exhale, squeeze all the air out. Good. All right, tag.
That felt good.
Yay.
I guess I like being a student when it's exercises I like. Okay, so neck pull. Now we start to get into the realm of some of these exercises we don't teach often. Neck pull is basically roll up with your hands behind your head. So Kelly, I'm going to teach you in reverse first, and you at home as well. So I'd like all of you to go ahead and start in a seated position upright with that towel somewhere so you end up on your low back, you know. Sorry, it ends up supporting your low back a little bit, okay? Now, neck pull. Feet are going to be hip socket distance, a little bit narrower than your mat. Yeah. Now go ahead and stack your hands behind your head, like we've been doing. Gently press the back of your skull into your hand, and at the same time, press the top of your head to the ceiling, right? Now I want you to just hinge back. When you start to feel your spine rounding, I want you to stop. Good. Now press through your heels, press your heels into the floor, and then reach your hands towards your toes as you go back to the mat with control. For 3, yep, going all the way back to the mat. 2, reaching through the heels to lengthen any tightening in that low back pelvis area. Beautiful. And from there, go ahead and push yourself up to sit up again. We call this eccentric training. You're working in reverse. So use your arms to push yourself all the way up. We'll take Pilates out of it. Of course, you're always doing Pilates deep down. Stack the hands behind your head. Press your head into your hands, crown of the head to the ceiling as you hinge back. Now you're going one way, your heels are going the other, not only away from you, but down into the floor gently. When you cannot control the descent anymore, reach the arms out in front of you. It's leverage in your favor, and go back to the mat for 3. Imagine still having the hands behind your head, 2, and 1, and release. Let's do that one more time. Use your arms to help you sit all the way up. Good. Lift up, stack the hands behind your head, okay? Press your head into your hands, crown of the head to the ceiling as you hinge back. Now, I've interpreted neck pull as pulling your neck long, not down towards the floor. So think of extending the neck gently with your hands, right? You're pulling your head away from your heels. Now, see if you can go all the way back to the mat with your hands there for 3. The towel's there to support any excessive tucking in. We won't let that happen. And release. Now, reach your arms to the ceiling. So here's where we do our roll up. Inhale to lift the upper body. Keep pressing the backs of the thighs gently to the floor as you try to sit up with or without the help of your arms.
Uh-oh, froze.
Oh, sorry. But you got it. Yeah, lift your spine up. Now we stop there. Hands behind the head.
I don't know. Here we got.
Oh, we froze again. There you go. Now, gently grab the base of your skull and start to pull the top of your head towards the wall in front of you or towards your chair. So you are going to hollow out your abs, but think of pulling your skull off your spine as you go. That's beautiful. Pressing the heels gently away from you, stack your spine back up, lift. Everyone at home. Now start to hinge back, pressing your head into your hands, and see if you can go all the way back with your hands there. For 3, pressing the heels to the floor, 2, and 1. I'm teaching at a more tempoed pace. If you need support of the arms, you use it. Arms to the ceiling. Inhale to lift the upper body. Press your heels into the floor and exhale, come all the way up. Once you're up, hands behind the skull, lift the skull off the spine and stretch forward as you hollow out the abs and lift out of your sacrum. You're literally floating on top of your pelvis. Inhale, stack your spine up, press your head back, and inhale as you go back. Right? This is throwing you in the deep end. Can you maintain your length as you go back to the mat? For 3, for 2. You did it. Now, one final round. Keep your hands there this time. Inhale to float your upper body up. Goodness gracious, can you keep your hands behind your head as you lift? If you can't, use your arms. Exhale to come all the way up, but hands stay there if you can. We grab our skulls, we pull towards our chair, not towards our toes, towards the chair. And we hollow our spine out as we lift out of our low backs. Inhale to stack your spine up and lift. And from there, I want you to hold there. We're going to go right into spine twist. So zip the legs together. Press the head to the top of your TV screen and twist to the right as you breathe out. So yeah, Kelly, you'll be twisting towards me. Now hold that there. Think of rooting your sits bones into the floor, everyone. And then the crown of the head grows in opposition. Beautiful. Come back to center. Twist to the left and breathe out. All four sides of the neck are long. Inhale, come center. Twist to the right as you breathe out. The front of your throat is as long as the back of the neck. Inhale, come center. Twist to the left as you breathe out. Now your legs will tell you a lot here. If they're moving, it means your pelvis is moving, because guess what? The pelvis leads the way, right? Inhale, center. We want the pelvis to be stable as you twist the upper part of your spine to the right. Inhale, come center. And twist to the left like you're wringing out a towel of stale air. Ugh. Come to center. Now we add a little pulse. Twist to the right and breathe out with a pulse. Inhale, center. Twist to the left. Inhale, center. Good. Think of keeping your heart open as you twist. Inhale, center. Nice. Twist left. And one more each way. And the space behind your heart is long. Good. And twist left. And center. Start to hinge back as you did with neck pull. And then with or without the support of the arms, leveraging, roll back to the mat. Pressing through the heels, 2. And 1, and release. All right, Kelly and everyone, we're gonna set up for a shoulder bridge. You're gonna scooch to a point on the chair where if your leg is straight out, your heel is supported by the chair, okay? So you'll all have to set yourself up. You don't necessarily need the towel for this. You can scooch that out of the way. There you go. So go ahead and lie down on the mat, arms by your side. And yes, exactly like Kelly did. She straightened a leg out. You'll want your heels about on that side of the chair. Now she's got a cushy chair. That's really nice if you have that at home. If you don't, you can place your towel on the front edge of your chair because you are going to have some pressure in there. Okay, good. You look great. Now go ahead and bend your knees so your feet are off the chair and your feet are back on the floor. There you go. Go ahead and have those feet like hip socket distance. Beautiful. Now let's set up the body. Arms close to the body. Press the arms down and lengthen your neck. As you exhale, everyone, bridge your hips up. Nice. Hold that bridge. Press your palms gently into the floor and notice the widening of your collarbones. Beautiful. Now hold on to that stable pelvis, that stable spine. Extend your right leg. Heel goes on top of the chair. Now here's the feeling I want you to have because you need this for our next advanced exercise. Press your right heel down into the chair. At the same time, pressing your left heel into the floor and keep those hips square. Now hold on to all that work, Kelly, and float your right foot and leg off the chair. Can you keep your pelvis stable? And then push the heel back down into the chair. Could you hold on to it? Try it again. Float that right leg up. Neck is long. And then press the heel down. Now a little more advanced cueing. One more time. Float the leg up. At the top, flex your heel and reach through the heel as you press down towards the floor. You'll feel that hip socket open. And then bend that knee. Right foot to the floor. Hold on to your center, float the left leg out. Press your left heel into the chair and your right heel into the floor and stabilize the back body. Your bottom, really. That's the other half of the pelvis. Those muscles, support up from that side. Now float the left leg up, hold on to your center, then flex the heel, pull the heel down. And see if you can hold on to it, right? Whatever you feel now. Can you feel your glutes? Yeah, hold on to that when you lift the leg. Can you still feel your glutes? You're controlling the air. Pull the heel back down. Really good. Right? One more time. Float the leg up. I'm asking for magic. I want you to feel something without the chair. Can you press your heel down and still feel your glutes? The chair will help you find it. Good. Bend your knee. We'll do the other side one more time. You doing okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look awesome. Extend that right leg out. Push the heel into the chair. So everyone, can you feel your glutes here? If you can, hold on to that feeling and engage your abs a little more. Now you've stabilized both sides of the spine. Now take your right leg off the chair. Can you still feel your glutes? Can you still feel your abs? That's the whole point. Lower the leg back down. Can you hold on to your core while your leg's going crazy? Again, float the leg up, holding on to your center, and then lower the leg back down. Press. And one more time. Lift. Beautiful control. And then pull the leg down. Press into that chair, right? Bend the knee. Finding a feeling and then keeping it. Extend the left leg. Press that heel down, long spine. Yeah, that's perfect, Kelly. Use the chair to find it first. And then we take it away. Training wheel is gone. Can you still hold on to it? And then pull the heel back down. Good. 2 more. Float the leg up. All the while breathing, of course. And then pull the leg down. 1 more time. Amazing what you can do while holding your breath, right? And it looked like you were breathing. Just saying it for those people at home. Bend that knee. And with control, lower your pelvis, lower your spine, and release. And we shall tag team.
Wow, I like that. I haven't ever played with that way.
Kind of fun to find it. Oh, let me move my camera down. I say fun, you know, that's a teacher saying something's fun.
Right, that was probably paybacks for what was it? Head floats?
Yeah, head floats, everything you did.
Wow, my butt's gonna hurt.
It's all wonderful.
Okay, so now here we're going into more advanced stuff that we don't get an opportunity to teach much or do much, but Elaine set us up great with that chair, so you really want to feel your glutes working. So, long spine, tight abs, float one knee up, pelvis stays completely stabilized, and then other knee up. Good. And legs unfold, extending out on a diagonal. So inhale there, exhale, hands press into the mat, arms press into the mat, squeeze the glutes you just found to lift your hips. Legs come up to 90 and then you're perched on your shoulders. Yep, toes are reaching to the ceiling. Inhale up there. And on your exhale, keep your toes reaching to the sky as you set one vertebra back down at a time. Good. You get to use a little bit of momentum with the legs. Inhale here. Exhale, deep navel to spine. Legs, toes shoot up to the ceiling. Keep your hips lifted way up off your ribs and then lengthen, control, lowering down. Ooh. Yeah, towel under your low back. Inhale there. Exhale. Glutes, extend your hips. Press your hip bones back to the wall behind your head. Lengthen and lower down. Once more, inhale there. Exhale, navel in. Aim straight up to the sky and really pull your hips away from your ribs. Create length in your spine.
Oh, I haven't done this in forever.
And rest. Yeah. Rest.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that one you don't want to cue much slower. I mean, part of me wants to get the length, and part of me knows, oh, this is killer, right? So we've done a lot of work on front of body and back of body. Now we want to work on sides of body so that our spine is supported like guy wires from the sides, from the front and back. So side plank, lining up your elbow lines up with your hip, elbows directly under your shoulder and lined up with your hips. One leg is stacked on top of the other. Just like we did in single leg kicks, right? Give your body a chance to feel what you don't want to feel in opposition to what you do want to feel. So go ahead and slouch, right? Your rib drops down to the mat, your shoulder pinches up to your ear, and memorize what that feels like. And then use your forearm to press down into the mat. So you're engaging your lats, your serratus, your obliques, and even feel like you're pulling your shoulder blade down to your waist, down to your hip. So long spine, tight abs. If you need to, you can use the fingers there to help you lift your hips. And then check your hip bones are like headlights on a car. They need to both be pointing the straight way, straight ahead. No twist in your spine. You can hold there if you want to work harder. Lift that top arm so your fingertips are reaching to the sky. So you've got a long line. Yeah, nice length. A long line from your fingers down across your chest. Yeah, open. Elaine is in her chest. And then lower down. Ooh. Good. And again, forearm press down. Long spine, tight abs, lift your hips. Hold there or reach the top fingertips to the ceiling. So one line from those fingers down across the chest all the way down to elbow. If you want to work a little harder, extend that top leg. Oh, watch the chariot.
I was just thinking.
Good. And then lower down. Yeah, so this one I haven't played with that way, actually. I usually put them both out. Let's try one more with top foot forward. You know what, can we just do what I usually do? We will.
Yeah.
Top foot forward, bottom foot back, so you're tightrope walking.
Like this?
Yep.
Okay.
And then that same forearm press down, long spine, tight abs, straighten your legs to lift your hips. Right. Again, hold there, or if you want to work harder, lift that top arm, fingertips to the ceiling. Both hip bones are pointed straight ahead, inner thighs are squeezing together, and lower down.
Ooh.
Good.
Nice.
Around the other side.
I say nice, but I know what I'm really thinking. I love you, but this is hard work.
Well, that's why we only do 3.
Yes, exactly.
So forearm press down, exactly. Feel the slouch, feel that strain in your neck and shoulder, and then get rid of it. Push your forearm down, shoulder blade slides down, even anchoring shoulder blade down towards waist. Long spine, tight abs, lift your hips. Hold there. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Good. There was a little bit of a swing.
Yeah.
Woohoo! And then top arm to the ceiling. Right. So collarbones open, chest expanded. Good. And lower down. Starting that same way, I want to make the sides even. So forearm press down, long spine, tight abs, lift your hips. Hold there or lift the top arm. And then, yeah, what we were playing with the other day is extend that top leg and just kind of memorize the feeling here. And bring your leg in and lower down. We're going to use that feeling later in the more advanced side kicks. Last time, you can do what we were just doing, or if you want to challenge yourself, tightrope walk, heel of one foot. So top leg forward. Yep, top leg forward, knees bent, forearm press down. Long spine, tight abs, lift your hips. Good. Hold there or lift the top arm. So memorize that engagement on the underneath side, your left side. And lower down.
Woo.
Good. So into side kicks, keep that engagement, but go ahead and bring your elbow out, head on your hand.
Like this?
Yep, except no ribs on the mat. So kind of pull your elbow there. See the space that Elaine created between her rib cage and the mat? So the same feeling, even though you're not lifting your hips, you want that much engagement. Legs are forward of your torso at a 30 to 40 degree angle. Good. Top leg hip height. You can have your hand on your hip if you want to challenge your stability more. If you need a little help, you can take that hand.
Put it right there. We froze a little bit.
The top leg is up hip height.
Okay.
And leg swings forward with a flexed foot. Pulse once there. And then squeeze your buttocks, pull your leg back. Pulse once there. Right. Inhale forward and pulse. So remember the work on the chair that Elaine did? Finding your glutes, that's what's pulling your leg back.
I have to remember that, like pushing into something.
Right.
Hard to find. It's like
pushing heavy air away, or you're in the water and you're having to press the water away from you. Forward, pulse, and back. And shoulder blades keep pulling down, ribs are lifted back. Yes, forward and back. Twice more, swing forward and back. Long spine, last time, navel in and up, forward and back. And center and rest. Good.
Yay.
Oh, there's some. Yay.
All right. Make sure I'm cleared.
Yeah, so elbow and hip toward the back of the mat, and then straight legs, toes towards the front of the mat. And pulling that elbow down towards your waist to engage lats serratus. Long spine, tight abs, lift your top leg up just hip height. And flexed foot, swing forward. Pulse once there. Torso stays absolutely still as you swing your leg back.
Oh, the side feels like a totally different body.
Oh yeah, isn't that weird? We kind of look symmetrical, but we aren't necessarily.
Not at all. It's like a different game altogether.
Forward. And swing back. Exactly. Shoulder blades pull down. Yeah, that created more. Your left shoulder wasn't up much. But swing back. Navel pulling in and up, forward and back. Long spine, head reaching away from your hips and back. Good. Twice more. And forward and back. Last time, forward. Right hip stays stable on the mat.
Yeah, it's hard.
And rest. Yes, just a little bit wanting to rotate.
This side's, yeah.
Yeah.
It's my wonky side. Wonky side. All right, hooray. Man, you would think I organize this as I get to teach things like teaser and not do teaser. Go ahead. Yeah, lie on your backs, everyone. It's teaser time. We're coming close to the end of our workout here. Go ahead and straighten those legs all the way out. And I think what we'll do, Kelly, is I'm going to teach teaser and hip circles and skip swimming. And then if you want to do leg pull and kneeling side kick, and we'll skip mermaid just to get through. Yeah. All right.
So then skip kneeling side, or no, since we talked about it?
You can pick 2 out of those 3 that you want, and we'll do, I think we'll just each teach 2.
Okay.
We'll do some teaser right now. Everyone reach those legs, reach the arms behind you and just take a long stretch. Reach, and reach your arms to the ceiling. Okay. Anchor all 4 points of that pelvis. Let's get back into our centers. Just hold here, take a big inhale. As you exhale, feel your neck lengthen, feel your heels press away from the top of your head and shrink wrap everything in your center. This time, inhale, float the upper body just up off the mat. Now stay there. As you exhale, lengthen the backs of the legs, press the backs of your thighs gently towards the floor, just to open the hips a little more. And again, inhale here. As you exhale, slowly start to float your upper body from pelvis to skull and legs up in the air.
All the way.
Yeah, all of it. We're going for it. There you go. You got everything pulled together. Nice. Now this time, inhale, float the arms up by the ears. So it's like your head floats, but in the air. Exhale, press the arms down towards your legs. Good. Inhale, floating up. For those of you who don't know, Kelly was a rockette. So if you feel like you can't get those legs straight out, do not fret. Bend your knees. One more. She'll demonstrate straight legs because she can. Exhale, press the arms, lengthen your spine, and then bring everything down to the floor with utmost control and grace. 2, and release at the bottom. Good. Reach those arms to the ceiling. Okay. Inhale to float the upper body, extending through the legs. As you exhale, pull everything up. Now options here. If legs lifting isn't an option, keep them down, bring your upper body up. Okay. Now right here, lower the legs just a little and then float the legs up. So you can use that chair as a guide, right? You want advanced work, get under the chair and float up to the bottom of the chair, right? One more. You can stay at the top of the chair as well. Tap the chair, pull the legs up, lift, and lower everything back down. 2, and release. Nice. One final time, reach those arms to the ceiling. You're all doing an awesome job. You're almost there. Inhale to lift the upper body. And then exhale, pull everything up. So again, either your legs can float up or they stay on the floor. Now right here, float the arms up by your ears so you're this perfect V shape. Now your torso and legs will move away from each other, just a few inches. So you start to go back to the mat and then you pull everything back up into a sharp V. 1, lower everything towards the mat and pull everything up 2. And then lower everything just a little. And then lift up 3. Now you're gonna hold it for strength. Pull the elbows behind you. Rest on your forearms today. So pull your elbows back, yeah, and down. Now bend your knees just to your chest for a minute, Kelly. Nice. Now from here, everyone in the room, lift up out of your sacrum and lengthen your low back. Press through your fists so your heart opens more. Good. Now we're just gonna tick-tock the knees. The knees go to the right. This is called hip circles. So bring your knees to the right, Kelly, good. And then bring your knees to the left. And then bring your knees to the right. And now right there, extend the legs. Extend and bend. Now keep them bent, bring them to the left, to the right, all the while lifting out of that low back. And then go to the left, extend and bend. One more time, go to the right and to the left, lifting out of that low back, keep that spine long, knees go to the right, extend and bend. We used to call this can-can in Power Pilates. Bring the knees to the left, right? Yeah. I'm telling you what can-can is. Bring it to the left, extend and bend, hold there. Now right in the center, extend the legs fully. Right in the center. Now press through your fist, lift up out of your low back and draw a circle with the legs to the right, around, down to the left, exhale, pulse center and reverse. Now I'm assuming that your pelvis isn't moving, right, at home. Circle to the right. If it is, bend your knees, make your movement smaller, pulse center and reverse. If you're stable as a stiff board, you can make your circles bigger. One more each way. Lengthen, down, around, and pull up. Last time, go to the left, down, around, and pull up. Lower the legs all the way down. Lower your spine all the way down and release completely. Tag team. Only 2 more to go, everybody. My teaser, for the record, would have looked very different, everyone. And not in a better way.
Little gripping of the quads is going on, though.
That happens with those straight legs.
I love myself. Okay, so what have we got? We've got leg pull front.
Yeah. So it would have come from swimming.
Exactly. It would have come from swimming, so it'd be a little more natural progression. So pull shoulder blades down your back, long spine and tight abs. Good. Walk one foot back and then the other. Yep, check that your hips are the same height as your ribs. Your hips aren't sagging down towards the floor. And then small movement, rock your weight forward onto your toes a little more. Yep, so head will go towards your chair or the wall. And then push your heels to the wall behind you without poking your bottom up. And then rock, yep, rock forward and back. Keep spreading your shoulder blades wide. Gently lift your, once you come to back, gently lift your right foot off the mat and same rock forward and back. Breastbone and belly button are lifted and rock forward and back. And then switch feet, right foot down, left foot up, lifting your navel, sliding your shoulder blades down, rock forward and back. Check that you haven't hyperextended and locked into your elbow, that the inside eyes of your elbows are facing each other. Last one, rock forward and back. Good. Foot down and bend your knees. Sit back on your heels. Inhale wide across your low back. Rib cage fills to the sides, broadens to the sides. Exhale, squeeze all the air out. Good. Yeah, you know what? I really think that we need to go to, well, we should do a side bend. Let's do mermaid.
Okay, perfect.
So, seated on one hip. Yep. So, shoot, I should have said which hip. You're on your left hip, yes? So seated on your left hip. Right hand goes to your shins or your ankles. Left hand reaches up to the sky. So imagine you're in a bubble and fingertips drag along the underside of the bubble as you side bend towards your right. Good. Inhale up. And on your exhale, set that left elbow down, side bend the other way. Keep reaching that right sit bone down towards your heels as you reach your right arm over your head. Check that your shoulder didn't come up to your ear, your shoulder blade sliding down. And then inhale, fingertips drag along the inside of the bubble. Exhale, side bend. Good. Inhale up through center. And exhale over. Right, so that hip reaching down in opposition to the fingers reaching over is going to give you more of a stretch. And then up to center. And swing your legs around to the other side. Nice. That was a little fan kick there.
Oh, yeah. Grace all the way.
So on your right hip, left hand, your ankles. Yep, inhale there. Exhale, bend towards your feet and ankles. And then inhale up through center. And exhale, set that right hand down on the mat. See if you can even set your elbow down without the left sit bone lifting up off your heels. And inhale up through center. And exhale over. Shoulders slide down away from your ears. And inhale through center. And exhale over. One last time. Inhale through center. And exhale, side bend, shoulder blades slide down, navel pulling back to your spine. And inhale through center. And exhale over. Lengthening that side body. Good. All righty.
Felt really good. All right, now we shall work out together for our last exercise, seal. So everyone, sit on your bums. You'll do heels together, toes and knees apart, so you look like a little Pilates V frog. And you'll dive your hands through your legs and clasp your ankles. Now, apply everything you learned today. Your lift, stable pelvis, plugged shoulders, and then pulling deep from your core, add the knee floats, right? There you go. Now gently press the heels into each other, and then use your arms to move your legs. Your arms pull your legs apart, and then we pull the heels together for 3 little taps. 1, 2, 3. Inhale to rock back and tap 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Rock up and clap. 3, 2, 1. Rock back. Can you maintain your life? And we do one more. Oh, look, I even lost it. Now you let go, and then you stand yourself up with grace, and you'll notice we're off the screen. So Kelly's going to keep her camera on her feet, and I'm going to zoom up so you get visual of what's going on both sides of the body.
So feet line up with sit bones, toes point straight ahead. Top of your head's reaching to the ceiling. Navel and spine are magnetized to each other. And bend at your hips, knees, and ankles, kind of like you're just sliding down a wall. And then push your feet down into the floor to straighten your knees. Navel and spine connected. Keep pressing into the balls of your feet so much that your heels float up. And then trick your body. Leave your head way up there as you sneak your heels down. So you're lengthening head and heels away from each other. And again, bend at hips, knees, and ankles. Press down into the ground to straighten your knees. Keep pushing into the balls of your feet. Deepen your belly back connection. Heels float up. Ankles are reaching toward each other. Trick your body. Leave your head way up there as you sneak your heels down. So you're growing longer, taller. One more time. And inhale, bend, hips, knees, ankles. Exhale, press down into the ground to straighten your legs. Keep pushing down to float your heels up. And leave your head way up there as you sneak your heels down. So ribs are lifted way up off your hips. And inhale as you bring your arms forward, up by your ears. Exhale as they go around and down behind you. So opening your heart, opening your chest. 2 more. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, around, back, and down. Last time, inhale, forward and up. Exhale, around, back, and down. Then just take one moment to memorize your alignment. Top of your head's reaching to the sky or the ceiling. Shoulders, are open and down away from your ears. Belly and back are kind of magnetized to each other. Knees are a little bit soft, not locked back. So you're in your ideal alignment. Memorize what it feels like so that you recognize when you come out of it and you can self-correct. And you're done.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so nice to be on the receiving end of your teaching today.
Thank you. I feel the same way about yours. I love the images you use and the way you break things down and use tools to help find a feeling. So.
Oh yeah, but just like some of those, and the head floats, I totally forgot about how those are, and awesome. So thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining in. This was a complete experiment, by the way. Kelly and I talked about this once and decided just to do it. So thank you for playing along. Again, with recorded videos, you can fast forward through whatever you want. So if you don't feel like hearing us chat at the beginning, just start wherever you want with this workout as long as you're warmed up. And just so you know, Kelly is out, like I said, in Altadena, and she has a studio out there right now doing private sessions online, as we all are working online. But if you have any questions about Kelly or want to work with her online, check her out at kellyetter.com. She also teaches a class through the Cancer Society each week on Tuesdays. So for cancer survivors, those currently, healing with or having treatment for cancer, you can do a class courtesy of the Cancer Society. So that information's on her website as well, or just reach out to her if you have questions. So she's awesome.
Thanks. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, it's Cancer Support Community Pasadena, but it is there's a link to it on the website. And and I gotta get running because I got a virtual one right now with a private. Thank you. Elaine, I love working with Elaine. She's so creative and so collaborative, and she always comes up with the ideas, and then I'm like, sure, I'll do it. I'll go along. So definitely check out her classes. She's reachable at Pilates Brevard, BREVARD, yes, at gmail.com. She's got a class, Mat Work Monday, put up on her YouTube channel every Monday. You can have a workout like this that's pre-recorded, so you can do it at your own convenience in your own space. And I think that's it, right? Email her for the link to that and any other information, right?
Hey, yeah, that's it. And Kelly, again, thank you so much. I know you have a client, so I'll let you go. I'm gonna get this off and we'll post it for everyone to work out. And happy Pilates Day, everybody.
Yes, happy International Pilates Day.
Woo! All right, thank you.
Thank you.